lights, the Christmas lights for the season, right? And I saw a lot of people there smoking those, what do you call those?
Electronic
E-cigarettes, right? And I'm not an expert on this, and I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be judgmental. That's the word I guess I want. But it looked like an awful lot of smoke coming out of those things.
Yeah, it
I mean,
did.
an awful lot. And then somebody said, no, that's not smoke. That's steam or that's vapor or something. And I said, oh, okay. Is that actually safer than smoke? And I don't know the answer. But I heard, and I didn't really look into this, that some of those vaporous things have nicotine in them. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you're using them as a way to get off of real cigarettes, then I guess that's a good thing. We have somebody on the phone, I hope, who might be able to help us with this. I'm so sorry to our guest. I haven't had a chance to talk off the air because there must have been a conflict there. Dr. Gregory Jantz is a mental health counselor and addiction specialist and the founder of the Center, A Place for Hope. He's talking to us about a study that was reported in the New England Journal of Medicine suggesting that limiting the nicotine content of cigarettes could reduce cigarette use and possibly improve health. Good morning, Dr. Jantz. Thank you for calling in, by the way.
Hey, good morning to you. I am alive and well. How are you doing today?
Good. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm in beautiful Seattle, Washington.
Oh, my goodness. You got up early to be with us today.
You bet.
So, can we reduce the amount of nicotine in tobacco, or are we talking about using an alternative like those vapor things?
Oh, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And here's the thing. I'm founder of a treatment center, and I have looked at ways to help people really stop smoking. And one of the things that we're finding is people are thinking, okay, I can switch over to the electronic vapor.
Right.
And it is not good. In fact, it can be even more dangerous to our health.
I mean, it looks like when they exhale with one of those cigarettes, it looks like a locomotive.
It does. It was huge smoke.
It does. And so let's just be real clear. It is not a healthy option. It is not the way to go. What we really want to look at is, and most smokers, when asked if I could show you a way to quit, would you be interested? And the answer is almost universally, yes, I would. But we feel that we've already failed so many times.
Okay.
So.
Now my experience, because I smoked cigars for a long time, and I guess it'd be fair to say that I was habitually addicted. I don't know if addicted applies to cigars. I don't know. But put it this way, I had a hard time quitting, and then I did it one time between Christmas and New Year's, maybe 8 years ago now. And I had a cold, and back in those days when I had a cold, I hated smoking because it just didn't. I liked it better when I did. So by the time it got to be January 3rd, my cold started clearing up. I thought, wait a minute, I haven't smoked at all this year. Let me see if I can do it all year in the real year. So it was a little bit of a psychological thing.
That's right. Well, here's what smoking serves, whether it's cigars or whatever, but it serves a couple purposes. First of all, we've got to just say nicotine is very, very addictive. We work with people from around the country who come to us and they'll quit cocaine, alcohol, etc. But nicotine is always the last to go, and it lingers and it hangs on. And people will say, I've been able to quit everything but this nicotine. Well, from a physical point of view, nicotine is highly addictive. And sometimes we don't realize how much. But then there's the emotional side. There's the emotional side of, I have a break, I smoke with my friends, I feel stressed, I smoke, I had a great day, I reward myself, I smoke. So there's a lot of emotional connections to this as well. We got to address those. But one of the best things to do is, and in fact, the American Medical Association released a recent study that really says the best way to quit smoking permanently is to do it gradually and decrease that nicotine.
But now I've known people that have quit smoking cold turkey, both cigarettes and cigars, and they haven't had a problem.
Hey, that's great. They're probably in the rare, very, very small percentage who actually do that successfully long term. So, and here's the thing. There's patches. There's so many different ways. So I went out on a personal quest. So what do we do to help our patients with this? And I came across something called NicoBloc, which is a natural formula where you actually put a couple drops in a cigarette filter, and it's blocking out the nicotine.
Oh, really?
And it's fascinating. And so this is something we've been experimenting with our patients is give them some of this NicoBloc, couple drops, do this, and just keep smoking like you always have and see what happens. And people will naturally decrease. And we're finding we can get most people off cigarettes in about a 6-week mark.
What is it, drops? And where do you put the drops?
NicoDrop?
Okay. Yeah, no, it's NicoBloc.
Bloc.
Something out of the UK. It was fascinating to see how this came about. So you put first week you put a drop right into the cigarette filter. Doesn't change the taste of it, but what it's doing is it's blocking the nicotine in the filter. And the second week you put a couple more drops to where you're getting down to blocking out about 99% of this nicotine. Now that alone will slowly decrease the cravings, and you'll start to have success. Had a gal in my office just this last week. She said, I can't believe it. I just realized I'm smoking about half of what I was doing before. And she says, what is it about those drops?
Oh, wow.
So this is one of the things that we're doing and working on and finding great success with our patients.
Well, Doctor, you got a good message out there in a very short period of time, and thank you for doing that. Real quickly, we've got 10 seconds. Do you have a website we can go to?
Oh, visit the NicoBloc website, NicoBloc.com. Check it out.
NicoBloc.com. Okay, Dr. Gregory Jantz, thank you so much. We'll take a little break and be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala.